Hi, and welcome back to Optional Class, The Hallowed Dark, Act 1. I'm your DM, Emma. With me are my fellow players and friends. I've got Jude.
Hello.
Wren.
Yup.
Rowan.
Hi.
And Adrien.
Howdy.
This is episode 5. Like and comment on the video, subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. For you guys, quick recap from last episode. You guys did so much. You were traveling through the woods with Andy's dad, Adrien, going on your little adventure to find this mysterious stronghold somewhere in the deep wood. In and amongst some survival lessons from Adrien, we had a couple of interesting moments with our characters, where they all sort of had that realization for maybe the first time that they were the farthest from home they've ever been. In amongst some emotional moments, I think everybody had some anxieties, would be a good way to put that, around those feelings. As it stands, sun started to rise. You can hear, as you begin to wake up in your tents, you can hear Adrien moving around outside. You hear the crack and pop of the fire as he gets it going. And you begin to smell the light smell of breakfast as Adrien starts preparing it outside.
Did I forget?
Yes, Adrien tucked you in last night.
Okay.
Yes, after everybody went to bed, Adrien came and tucked you in.
I think I'm used to waking up early, so I wake up. How early is Henry up?
I feel like Henry, in the light of day yesterday, the fears kind of subside a little bit, and I do think that excitement has come back. It's very much that Christmas morning, I may not have been awake, but you did something, and then I was awake.
Good morning.
Good morning. You ready for today?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah. You guys come outside. Adrien is in fact setting up the fire. You see he's dressed in fresh trousers. He doesn't have his plate mail armor on yet, so he's just in his white undershirt.
It is wild to travel to hike in plate mail. So
Yeah.
Here we are. He's not full plate.
Wild.
But he's also here.
half plate.
He's gotta protect you in case something happens.
What if there's a mud bear?
Or an owl bear.
Or a bear.
But you have bugbears, owlbears, or bears. Adrien to the rescue.
Werebears.
Yeah, what?
Werebears.
Werebears?
Well,
maybe Adrien's a werebear.
Energy.
What?
It's just a tail. On your hair was just linking up to the backdrop.
My God.
Sorry.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Yes, there's breakfast ready.
Adrien's been making breakfast. He's got some meat and bread. Not so much a stew today, but it's some bread with cheese and butter and fresh meats that have kind of been that were salted and now been fried up a little bit. More for kind of a makeshift medieval breakfast sandwich kind of idea.
Love that.
You put the meat and cheese and everything on a piece of bread and just eat it.
Open face, nice.
Yeah.
I think Clary's also usually a bit of an early riser, and I think because of her scary little night, I think what I have done is I have moved my bedroll right over next to Andy's, and as an early riser, I think I have sat up and I'm just watching Andy to see when he'll wake up.
I feel like I get up pretty I start to smell the food and there's a little hustle and bustle. I wake up. I have been my hands are tucked up under my chin and I've been holding on to the little pebble, but I was in a tent with somebody else, so I didn't turn it on. And I'm just gonna. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you sleep good?
I slept okay. I've never been in the woods at night, so it was kind of scary, but it's morning now, so it's okay.
I know it can be scary, but we were all here together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you want, and I'll like kind of loosen my grip on the stone and whisper the magic elven words that make it glow. Tomorrow night we can have a little night if it would make you feel better.
I would like that. I think that's a good idea. And I have my blanket from back home, and it's pretty small because it's a baby blanket. But maybe we can like both burrito in the blanket before bed, and just I don't know, just light up the thing and have good wishes for
Yeah.
for safety.
I was scared too, and I was just gonna give you a big hug.
Clary hugs back.
These kids ruined me.
All right, time to get up, guys. We got a big day ahead of us.
We are
today.
out instantly.
Oh, you are already dressed. All right. He hands over like your little like makeshift like bread, meat, cheese to you. Hands one to you. And
This
it's
is
like,
a more approachable meal for Yarrow.
here's
We-
like a good.
Head out once we hear the call for breakfast, I
Yep.
think.
He like hands you your breakfast. He has his own. He's like, right. So first step of the day is we're gonna tear down camp. Right, take down the tents, stamp out the fire, all of that, and then we're gonna continue on. All right. Hopefully today we can make it to the second camp, and the day after we'll make it to the stronghold. All right. All right. Eat up. We've got a lot going on today. You guys like scarf it out.
Scarf
Adrien
as
eats
much
his
as
in like
possible.
3 bites.
Clary,
Man.
He's so big compared to all of you.
Sorry.
That's
He's
my dad!
an elven paladin. The man is like 6'3" and built, but in like a lean way.
That's my dad!
stop! Oh my god!
I'm kidding. This is Wren, not Yarrow.
Still my dad!
He's got with his like
That's how he gets the D in Dill.
yeah, with like his like he's got like his
That's a
mop of like
requirement.
blonde hair, like skillfully
making it worse.
sculpted.
What
Emma,
are you
stop.
doing?
He's married! He's married!
Happy!
With kids!
And just shining in the
His wife's
sunlight.
cute too.
Obviously making it worse. That's the bit. Anyway. Yeah, so he's like, all right, let's tear this down. And he gets around. It's a lot easier, you guys find, to take things down than it is to put them up.
I think for the first time in her life, Yarrow is able to break something down and feels like satisfaction about it.
All right.
It's just like, ooh.
Yeah, everything like then rolls up nice and neatly.
that's
Rolls
a lot.
into rolls up nice and neat. He's like, all right. He's like, Clary, do you want to take the tent today? I'll
Okay.
take the snack
Yeah.
back.
Thank you.
All right. You can have it. Remember, hold on to this. This is very important. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm trusting this with you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Helps you like strap it on.
And Clary's not dropping this because she knows if she drops this,
We're done.
there's some sleeping outside that's gonna have to happen,
Yeah.
which is
But
not.
He helps you like strap it on
Yeah.
so it stays. And he picks up the snack bag. Notably, the snack bag is less heavy than it was before because you guys have eaten out of it. But you notice like the snack bag that you were struggling to pick up, he picks up with like one hand and like ties to his belt and is like, all right.
It would have been
Just to
funny.
the belt.
It would have been funnier if he'd dropped this.
Ah!
Oh my god. Yeah, just
Pull his pants off.
so many.
Oh no, what a shame!
Stop that! You stop that!
You
Stop
set
it.
me up! You set me up for it!
You stop that right now!
You set me up for it! You walked it out, you laid out a path, and I would be a monster to not follow the path.
God. I was
Anyway.
thinking it would be funny if he struggled with it because then it's like, oh my god, Bronwyn packed like so many snacks. You know?
Only so many snacks to a 10-year-old dwarf. To
Yeah.
Adrien, an adult man.
I'm holding back
This
so
is
much.
not heavy.
Yeah.
But he helps like pack it up, takes his halberd, swings it back over his shoulder, and is like, "All right, ready to go?"
Yes.
All right. Much like before, walking through the woods, there's not like a ton of super interesting things to really roleplay. Or probably not gonna roleplay the campfire unless there's anything specific people want to do tomorrow night.
No, the only thing I was making sure that we got either during the day or that night is my little weapons lesson.
Yeah, yep. So we'll do that. Is there anything else anybody specifically wants to do while you're walking through the woods, like during your breaks?
Keep an eye out for Mr. Tibbets.
Okay.
Yeah, who knows if he will show up?
So
Probably will
Tibbets,
not,
you
but
got more sword training.
I think if Edward's gonna be doing training, Henry's gonna want help with the battle.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, Clary will join in as well with training, and I think honestly today she's going to be paying a lot more attention, just in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it would be
Okay.
Henry's like go-to, but I think if he's already doing it, Henry would do it.
I will also do training, and I want to like collect firewood. I brought my little wood splitting axe, so I want to like try my best. I'm very aware of the fact that this is like the first like real adventure I've ever been on, and it still feels a lot like my dad is doing what should be my legwork. And like
This is why Henry didn't want to bring Adrien, guys.
No.
Okay, so
I want to like prove that I can, because it feels like he's doing it because he doesn't think I can.
okay, so
that's right.
okay, so we'll kind of pick up. So about noon, you guys take your break for like your little lunch break and things. And Edmund's like, all right, we're a little ahead of schedule. We made it pretty far this morning. You guys really packed in. You must have slept well last night. So we're a little ahead of schedule. So if you guys want, we can do a little bit of like weapons training here while we break for lunch. Right?
All right.
I knew you, Yarrow, specifically wanted help with the scimitar. Henry, battle axe. What did you guys want to train today? More just like finesse work, more like strategy. What's the feel?
I have my knife.
Also, do you want to? I'm assuming you would join us. Do you want to just like practice like some techniques?
You also did really well with a rapier in the tournament.
That's true.
We could work on like some dual wielding techniques.
Is that a thing with these?
It was scimitars, yeah. I mean, typically when you dual wield scimitars, you'd use two of the same. You could also use a dagger. So Claire, I also have some daggers, but Claire, if you wouldn't mind if we would borrow your dagger occasionally, we can do some like dual wielding. Henry, unfortunately, a battle axe is
That's fine.
two-handed.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so we can do like some finesse and like some technique training today.
Yes, technique would be wonderful because it's just very, very different than what I'm used to. And so I just want to understand how to use it instead of just trying.
Okay. So we'll start with you. What about the scimitar is holding up, do you think? Holding you up?
Well, I'm used to the stabbing weapons, and this is a slashing one, and so I'm just not as used to the motion of it.
Okay. Alright.
Or the balance, or the stance, or the way you're supposed to do it.
Well, unfortunately there's not a lot of techniques that we can do without just trying it.
Oh, that's
but
fine. I
yeah.
just meant like trying without the
Of course.
bases, like when we first picked up.
Of course. So why don't you come here? And he kind of takes you over, does that thing where he like, it gets real down and like kind of like shows you what the motions are. Kind of like, then like wanders over and like picks up just a stick. And it's like, alright, so like when you slash, there's like backhand, forward hand. There's like two basic slashes, right?
Backhand, forward hand.
Yep. So you slash. Both of those are good. Both of those are good techniques. There's then up and down. All of them, notice how when you slash, the technique comes from the hips, not from the shoulder in a lunge, right? So you want to move your hips with it. Alright? He kind of works that with you for a little bit. This is real life sword training coming in handy.
Clary's just like following
And
along
I
with her
think-
dagger
Yeah,
from a
Henry with
distance.
the battle axe.
And I think the thing that Yarrow does know at the base is the like sword positions of like, okay, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Like,
So he's just kind of sort of working with you on like where does that come from with the stabbing weapon. It's all about like the shoulder and the back,
yeah.
like to get that pop forward. And he's sort of like showing you more about
It's more about like finding an opening with the stab.
yeah, with the slashing it's about sort of like making that opening. So he's showing you like more like it comes with the twist of the body is where you get a lot of that power. It's not just swinging your arm, it's moving your body with it. He's showing you like a lot of that. So give me
I think Yarrow's feeling a lot of the like, this one is more like dancing than the other.
yeah. So give me I believe if I remember correctly, scimitars are finesse weapons. They use both strength. They use
No,
either
they're-
strength or
They're
dex.
dex.
Either.
Primarily. Oh yeah,
I think
yeah.
they use either.
I'll
So,
be using dex.
okay. In
I
that
wonder
Oh,
why.
really?
No, I want to have a -3 penalty for fun.
Yeah. So give me a dexterity check, like probably like athletics. Now that's a
That is
so what
strength.
would it be?
Acrobatics,
is
Sleight of hand, performance.
Well, it would probably.
If I'm doing a dance route for it, it could be performance.
It could
just
And
also
not
be
just 'cause
a
I'm
flat
proficient
dex
in it.
check.
It would be a dex attack.
That's
so
true.
it would just be flat dex.
Okay.
So you're not.
Oh, yeah. Boo! I'm trying to add a flourish. No, yeah, it's just a +0.
Okay.
16.
Okay. On a 16, I think much improved from your first time.
I need a technique basis. I need instructions to follow.
I think much improved from your first time. I think on a 16, Yarrow finds that one like you've improved. How does Yarrow feel when it comes to like the naturalness of the motions versus like a stabbing weapon?
I think it's very interesting because even the dancing that Yarrow knows is all very proper and upright, and there is a poise to it. And I think in this, it's one of the first times Yarrow is learning something that requires that flow, where there isn't a posture. You're not like super upright and following this etiquette for it. Like you're going along with what it feels like and following like the movement more so. And so I think it's a little confusing, but I think the fact that it is so different from what she knows, instead of it being stressful, it is more like, oh, that feels good.
Okay.
She's having a lot of that today.
Okay. So Henry, he'll work with you. He kind of does the same thing. You were kind of following along because yours is a big slashing weapon. So he kind of brought you in that, like, yeah, it's about like it's not just swinging your arms; it's getting your body into it as well. So if you want, you can give me like a strength attack to see how you're doing.
That is a 7.
On a 7, how do you think Henry's doing?
I think Henry is still kind of like she feels a lot better today, and I think that like over the course of the day has felt a lot better. But I think that there is some of that like lingering fear, and I think a part of that is coming through in like not being able to plant herself. Like she isn't quite as sure in her footing, and so is like keeping her feet too close together or too light, and she's not really like she keeps throwing herself off balance. Like she doesn't really know her own body right now.
And he's like, yeah, good job, Henry. Like, we'll keep practicing it. The battle axe is a hard weapon, especially when it weighs about the same as you. Henry and Clary, you're both using rapiers, correct?
Andy.
Andy. Yeah, Andy and Clary, you're both using rapiers, correct?
I have
Oh, you have the
kind of
halberd.
like have the helmet.
Yes, the halberd. So he works with Clary a little bit with like the rapier and the dual wielding. He kind of shows you like you hold the rapier in your dominant hand, dagger in your non-dominant.
I'm following along with like a stick to learn like some of the basic basics of dual wielding.
Yeah,
as well.
and he's like, it's all about using that dominant hand to, like, either using, in the case of a slashing weapon, using that dominant hand to create that opening for the dagger, or in the case of the rapier, which is more of like a stabbing weapon, you'd probably be using that dagger as a more defensive weapon than offensive. So it would be about blocking something that came at you and then stabbing with the rapier in the opening that creates. Alright? And he kind of works with the both of you. So that is a dex, because dual wielding is dex based. So give me like a dex attack. And if you want to give me another one, Yarrow, to see how you do dual wielding versus.
Ooh, okay. Dex, 18.
On an 18, Clary,
4.
this stuff makes so much sense.
I did so good on the first one. I got,
Yeah, I think on an 18, Clary, this whole thing makes so much sense. I think on an 18, you pick up on that, like, you block and stab, create that opening. Something comes at you, block and stab. I think he goes through the various kinds and like ways to hold the knife. You have the blade coming out this way, the blade this way. How you use it. I think he really teaches you like how to like do that like cool like flip the blade in your hand kind of thing.
that was just, it's a cool move that I want to do myself. And it wasn't an I want him.
I can teach you later. Genuinely. And I'm scared. And I think you really find that it feels good. But how does that feel to Clary?
It feels honestly kind of comforting since she's been a little anxious about being in unfamiliar woods and what could be out there. And I think it also, I think it's a confidence boost. I think, what happened in the arena was not a fluke. This is an actual skill and talent that she has, or it's like something that she is good at that she can continue to work on. So yeah, I think it's definitely reassuring both in a situational and in a personal sense.
Okay. Yarrow, I think trying to dual wield on a 4.
I'll be honest, I think that part of it is like, she needs to learn the basics before she can start playing jazz. So like, she doesn't know the scimitar well enough to start adding in another hand.
Yeah. And so Adrien is like, excellent try. Like, we're getting there. We'll get there. But we'll keep working just on the scimitar.
Yes.
For a while. Get really good at that. Okay? That's coming along very nicely. Did very well with that.
Thank you.
And I think while the rest are all eating, like, he pulls Andy over and he's like, alright, we're gonna work with the halberd. Alright?
Okay.
He's like, it's a two-handed weapon, so you have the, kind of like the battle axe that Henry uses. You want the one hand here, the one hand here. And he really, like, goes through, like, the various, like, unlike the battle axe, where, like, your hands are a little bit closer and it's more, like, swinging down and things. Your hands are farther apart and there's more of this, like, push and pull motion. As you're, like, bringing it down, hitting with the base, bringing it around again.
Yeah.
He kind of walks you through all of that. Very, like, one-on-one, father-son bonding. Give me a strength attack. I love the image of a 2'7". No,
11.
carrying around a strength-based weapon. On an 11, 11's like in the middle, so I think Andy's starting to like pick up on it a little bit. Not as natural maybe as some of the stuff Andy's used in the past. But how's Andy feeling?
I'm very aware of the fact that, like, I'm not taking to the halberd, in the same way that, like, I see Yarrow take to the scimitar or Clary take to the rapier and dagger, or even the way I took to a rapier, in my initial, like, weapons training. But at the same time, I'm not proving to have this like talent that's right there, but I'm making it work, and I think I can make it work.
First time I've ever rolled badly with Adrien.
And it's on his own son.
Oof.
Yeah, so Adrien like works with you for a while, and he's like, it's coming along really nicely, Andy. Like, really nicely. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah. Pretty soon I'll be as good as you.
Yeah, you'll be better one day, I'm sure. I'm an old man these days, so. Oh, you see, he was like, he's like,
We
oh.
love him.
And one of these days, this is gonna be yours, and I'm gonna be holding that.
I look up at it. Like,
Okay, maybe not this one exactly, but I'll get you a replica. Just
We
swap.
cut off the end of it.
Yeah, he does like look at you and look at his halberd, which is like a little bit taller than him, and he's like, well, not this one exactly, but you know what
I
I
love
mean.
the thought. It's like the strength weapon, yeah, but a reach weapon for a halfling. It's very funny.
He's like, yeah, we'll get you something.
Honestly, any weapon is a reach weapon for a halfling.
And he's like,
Like,
yeah, we'll get you.
well, I'll get
I'll get you.
taller.
That's true.
Yeah,
This is a 7-foot halberd.
Vasilor is almost 5'5".
That's true. This is a 7-foot halberd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Have to get a little bit custom made, a little bit smaller, you know.
Yeah.
It has like an adjustable like hole.
telescopic.
Telescopic halberd.
Yeah.
Where's an artificer when you need one?
Yeah, really.
Well, maybe not this one.
But one like it.
One just like it. We'll make an exact replica, just your height. And he heaves it like up and over his shoulder again. And he's like, alright, are we ready to head back out? Yep. Alright. Everybody just give me a survival check then. With advantage, because this time it's more like
Good, yeah.
remembering.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh,
Uh,
Jesus.
Survival.
Nat 20.
I got 8 with
Six.
advantage.
8.
Let's go nat 20.
Yes. This is more for like,
Dice change
do
out.
you remember
Yeah.
like, it's like Adrien's continuing a sort of like survival lessons as he's talking to you about like how to find fresh water and what do different plants mean and what do, the different tracks mean, and how do you know if there's danger nearby and all that. So some of it's sort of like repeating from yesterday, some of it's building off what yesterday's lessons were all about. So on a nat 20, Henry, this is like all making sense to Henry. Henry is like, I got this inside and out. You like know what's up out here. Which is like awesome. Just like note that you're like on a nat 20, like you know what's what. The rest of
Absorbing
you
information.
like a sponge. The rest of you guys are doing really well, though. Well,
Based on yesterday's rolls, sure.
yeah.
No, Clary has been consistently rolling below 10 on these survival checks.
Well,
Clary's still having.
Clary's
My
I think
first-
Clary's just like at a bit of a disadvantage because of like not paying attention yesterday. So she's still like
Yeah,
she's
so
filling some gaps in.
There's some stuff where like yesterday went really well, but yesterday was the basics. So like now it's building off of the basics, and sometimes things get a little bit more complicated. So Adrien's sort of like trying to take it a little bit slow for everybody. As he sees that like Henry's like really into it, but like maybe some of the other ones, like the basics were easy, but now when it gets to the specifics, there was like more questions happening. It's not so much that you don't get it, it's more just like you have more questions. Camp is very much the same, setup much the same. Is there anything anybody wants to do
I do want to
at night?
try, like, collecting firewood, splitting
Yeah, give me
that one.
investigate to see if you can find like the right like firewood. Wood that would be good for a fire.
Sure.
I think Clary
It's a
will.
4.
I think Clary's gonna come join in and perhaps assist or.
Do you want to give the help action, or do you want to search on your own? Like,
I
do
think
you
I'll give the help action, actually. Yeah, as much as I would like to
Nice.
Okay.
give myself another shot at a good survival roll here.
Investigation?
yes.
16.
Oh, investigation.
On a
Excellent.
16, you find like a good pile of wood. You find like some dry twigs, broken branches, things like that. No live wood, nothing with any like real moisture in it. So you find like some nice dry wood to bring back for the fire.
I think I would also, unless anyone else wants to try, or we could all try together, I want to try to do the flint spark.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So Adrien like sees you wandering over, and he's like, "Hey, do you wanna try?"
I can try.
I'm gonna call this a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Can we all roll?
Yeah, he
Real
can
test?
like help. He helps you like build your own little fires.
Oh,
Nat 20.
Practice.
19.
18.
this is survival or sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. So
You and your nat 20s, you're on
I've
fire
got two.
tonight.
yeah, so
You're
the,
gonna borrow your dice, Jesus.
yeah, so
Yeah.
the three of you.
19 treated me well. I'll take a 19.
Because what did you get?
18.
18, yeah. The three
Yeah.
hit 20, 19, 18. Yeah, the three of you all managed to, like, on the first try, spark that flint, and your fire sort of, like, come to life in front of you. Clary, you're struggling a little bit. Adrien has to kind of come over and, like, really show you, like, you really have to, like, hit it at the right angle.
Yeah.
It's not so much, like, hitting them together, it's more, like, off of each other. He like really shows you. And you do eventually get it after a couple of tries with Adrien's help.
They're both in dice jail.
Yeah, so you guys manage to like do that. You guys practice your fire making skills. Adrien cooks like another like big hearty meal.
I just 2 things for Yarrow for the night.
Okay.
1, very simple. I look up at the stars again. You know, that's just becoming a little thing. And then I think as I'm like eating, or I've just finished dinner, I'm looking up at the stars, and I think my hand sort of goes to like play with my braids a bit, and I realize that like without noticing, it's like started to come loose and like some hair is out of the braids. Just a little, just like a little bit of curls coming out. Just sort of pats it, notices it. Then goes back to stargazing.
But doesn't fix it. Okay.
And I think Henry gets ready to go to bed. And like sort of like the night before, like is sitting by the fire, gets up and goes to go into the tent. And I do think there's a moment where she kind of stops just before she enters. And is kind of thinking about today. Like she's had a, I think, really good day. She's like noted everything that was going on with Adrien. She got the fire right away. And yesterday she was feeling somewhat scared and unsure of who she was. And I think she picks up the battle axe and tries one more time. Just like off to the side of the tent. Because she knows what was throwing her off that afternoon.
Give me another strength attack.
Damn it. I got a 9.
That's better than
So
the
still
last
better.
It's an improvement.
It's an improvement.
It is an improvement.
So I think that it's not perfect. It's not perfect. And I think as you sort of stumble and trip over your feet and sort of like hit the ground, you sort of fall into that edge of the firelight again. And I think just like the night before, there's like that brief feeling of cold as
I don't like that you've latched on to my description of that.
you said it.
I hate that.
I don't like that you
and
latched onto it though.
as you like hit the floor, hit the dirt at the edge of the firelight. But unlike last night, it doesn't latch on. the way that it felt like it did. Because there's a part of you that knows why, that knows you, like, can, and, like, what you're doing here. So I think you kind of push yourself back up. So you're like, even though you know that it's there, there's like a feeling that you didn't have yesterday.
Like it's a determination.
The determination that's like backing you up. They're you two.
I think Andy is going to sit at the fire for a little bit, and then he's gonna go to the tent, and he's going to leave the halberd and the wood splitting axe outside.
Okay.
And he's just gonna go in and he's gonna sit and whisper his little magic words. And the pebble's gonna start glowing. He's gonna like put it in the corner of the tent so it casts like a little soft glow. Sit there and wait for Clary.
I think Clary's gonna follow fairly closely after Andy. I think before heading into the tent, she looks around the clearing, scans the trees. Mr. Tibbets.
Give me an animal handling.
And I have a plan for no response, so it's okay if he's not here. 13.
On a 13, you hear something. You hear like a little bit of a chittering. And you're kind of like looking around, but really nothing like comes. So you hear the sound of something. We don't really know if it's Mr. Tibbets, if it's just another squirrel, if it's something else.
Don't like
like other things.
Cute animal.
Yeah, other things make those
bunny.
noises. It could be a bunny, it could be a little fox. You know, it's not a freaking bugbear. But nothing really like comes into eye line.
I think Clary's gonna take some of the sunflower seeds out of her pocket and just put a little pile outside the tent, which is probably not good wilderness survival. That's gonna attract animals, but she wants to attract a specific animal, maybe. So she leaves a little pile of sunflower seeds for Mr. Tibbets, grips her rapier, and goes on into the tent. That sounds really ominous for Andy.
Yeah,
Just tightens her grip on it, and I think it's comforting to know that it's there. Like,
this becomes a murder mystery.
if it were not Mr. Tibbets and it was like a were squirrel or something, like she would be able to protect herself and Andy, I think she feels. And so, time for bed.
You did so good today.
Thank you. You did good too. Halberds are hard.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a little heavy, but I'm glad he like points at the rapier, which
Was his?
fine. And he goes, "I'm really glad it's working out. You look so cool."
Thank you. And thank you for letting me borrow it.
Of course.
And I feel better in the woods now.
Good.
So. Okay, good night.
Good night.
Yeah, and everybody sort of drifts off once again, one step closer to that mark on the map.
That mark on the map.
Next
Just a guy
morning.
named Mark.
It's the guy named
He's
Mark.
just there. He's like, "Ah, you found me."
Hello.
It is I, Mark.
It's Mark
the
Stronghold.
eighth brother.
My name is Mark Stronghold. What?
It is I, Mark, the eighth brother.
Yeah, it's Mark Stronghold, the eighth brother.
Rocks equals stronghold. It's Dwayne the
Rock.
Rock. Mark Johnson.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Mark's one of his middle names,
Oh,
right?
hi, Mark.
The Rock is one of his middle names too, right?
Yeah, he was definitely a pro wrestler. So, you guys wake up the next day, much like the morning before. You wake up to, like, Adrien outside cooking, like, calling for you guys to come out and get ready to continue on. As you guys come out, he's like, so today is the last day of travel. We should be, if our calculations are correct, I think we're only maybe an hour or so away from where that mark on the map is. So I want to offer you a choice. Henry, you've been doing very well with all of our tracking survival skills. The rest of you haven't been doing too badly yourselves. So we're only about an hour away. It's not that far. Do you want me to go with you, or do you want to try to get there on your own? I would say, as long as you're just back here by nightfall, then you're free to go on your own and come back. Alright? I don't want to, dampen the mood with my adult presence. I don't want to ruin your little adventure. But if you want, I can go with you the rest of the way.
I think Yarrow looks at Andy.
Henry kind of grabs him and drags him into one of the tents. Guys, we should totally go on our own.
How will he know if something bad happens?
I mean,
We can set something on
Set
fire
something on
and there'll be a lot of smoke.
smoke
Yeah,
signals.
What do you think?
Come on, we're so close to the castle.
I don't want to do it if it would make you upset, but
Will we have time to build a fire if there's an emergency?
He's giving us permission to go alone. We're not. Come on.
I mean, maybe he doesn't think it's going to be dangerous. Maybe he knows it's safe.
right.
It's just a castle.
Andy needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. And Yarrow is trying
Make a
so hard to give
wisdom
Andy space to answer,
First
and
off,
it's just.
First off, what I'm going to ask you right now is on a success. In which case here will Henry persuade you? On a success or a failure?
Or is that even what the role is?
I don't know that that's what the role is. I think
I'm
this
just
is...
saying, Andy's also had some issues with Adrien not being on his own.
Andy is rolling to see if he is capable of making a decision right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Wisdom?
Wisdom. So that's a 9. That's in jail. Yeah. Andy is going to look at all of his friends who seem like they probably want to go by themselves out the door.
I mean, Andy, you have that, stone.
Well, Henry knows how to read the map.
Garrett and I can read the map. Clary's been great with a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I can protect you.
It's okay if you're scared.
We'll all be together.
Just
Just
can
like
I
a-
do an insight check on Andy?
Yeah, I think I'm also
Yeah.
gonna
I think I'm good at recognizing anxiety.
do some Andy insight as well.
Okay.
Oof.
That is
Nope, I did very bad
an
insight.
18.
15.
I got 2.
Yeah, alright.
That tracks.
He is going to make a deception, and it's a 6.
So we both.
Yeah, I think both of you see that he is just I'm so afraid of going by myself, but also, I feel like that's what Dad wants. I think he wants us to go alone, and I don't want to do that, but that's what he wants, and that's what you want, so that should be what we do.
I think Yarrow thinks back to when we were doing the cookie heist, and you sort of caught me being anxious and helped me out. And I think I just sort of go over to you and grab your hand. Well, we won't be alone. We'll be there together. We'll have a group and a party and imagine how cool it would be if you were the one to find something special.
Yeah. Okay. We can leave Dad here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you really sure?
Go make a
Maybe-
little deception check. That was an 11.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna
Maybe-
contest that with an insight.
Maybe, I'm a bit worried.
Ahaha, 14.
Yeah. I'm a bit worried about him being an hour away, so maybe he gets closer to the castle with us, and then we do the castle itself.
I mean, but if this is the campsite, then I think he should be by
What
the campsite with all of our tents and things.
Henry's
Henry.
What if Dad comes with us to the rocks, but he stays outside?
Can we leave camp unattended? Is that...
That's sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're sure to be leaving camp unattended, though.
Well, we can pack up we can pack up camp and bring it back to... Well,
That's a lot of stuff to have to carry.
yeah.
Okay, we can leave him here. I'm just gonna leave. Like, Andy is suddenly feeling very claustrophobic in this two-person tent full of 4 people. And he's just like, we can leave him here, and just goes.
As you come out, Andy, your dad does sort of like look up and sort of like beckon you over a little bit. And he's like, Andy, buddy, what's up?
Nothing.
I think Clary
Your
pokes her head
dad
out of the tent.
just looks at you.
It's not. I drag Clary back in.
Clary's like, what's going on, guys?
Shush, 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 shush.
Your dad just like just looks at you.
I'm just scared of us going in there by ourselves, because I don't know, I feel like I like gesture towards the tent where like my little halberd and wood axe like still are on the ground outside. I feel like I'm stronger than most of the people here, and I feel like I'm supposed to be protecting them, or like that would be my job if you didn't come with us, but
Andy, he kind of like crouches like way down to you. And he's like, Andy, I want you to hear something. Alright? Do you know why I protect you? Because I'm an adult, and I'm your dad. That's my job. That's why protecting you is my job. Andy, in a group like this, you don't have to protect anyone. Do you know why? Because you protect each other. You're there for them, they're there for you. You don't have to be strong all the time, Andy. You don't have to be anything but who and what you are. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay not to be strong all of the time. Lord knows I'm not. But you know who's there for me when I'm not strong? Your mother. Every time I'm not strong, your mother is there to be that for me. Just like your friends are for you. Remember what I told you? Rule number 1 of adventuring is stay together. It's not just because splitting up can be dangerous. It's because when we're alone in the world, we don't have anyone to back us up. But when we're together, we can be all that we are. The good, the bad, the strong, the weak, and it doesn't matter. Because there's someone else there to hold you up when you need it most. Okay? If you need me to go with you, if you just want me to go with you, Andy, that's fine. I'll go with you. I'll stop when you want me to. I'll go with you all the way to the top, if that's what you want. But you don't have to rely on only yourself, Andy. You have friends. Friends you can rely on. And maybe they rely on you, but they also rely on each other. Alright? And as long as you have that, as long as you have someone there for you. And we're not really alone. We could be in the darkest cabin in the deepest cave under the tallest mountain. And we still wouldn't be alone.
Yeah. What if I have to rely on everybody else, but there's not enough of me for them to rely on?
He kind of reaches out and like takes your face. But his hands, by the way, are the size of your head. So he just sort of like has your whole head. He's like, Andy, there is more than enough of you to rely on. Do you want to know who relies on you more than anyone in the world? Me. I rely on you to remind me why I do what I do. It's your heart. He kind of pokes you like in the chest a little bit. But mind you again, his whole hand is huge compared to you. He's like, your heart is what I rely on to keep me centered. Alright? There's more than enough of you to go around. More than enough of you to rely on, even if it's not the way you think you should be relied on. Trust me, it's there. Okay? You good now? Alright. He like wraps you in a hug. Your arms like
There. I think you should stay here.
okay. And he goes over and he like rummages around in his pack for a minute. Pulls something out, comes back to me. He's like, and I know that you've been like struggling with that halberd just a little bit. Enough that I know that you don't feel quite as comfortable with it as you do some other things. So, and he unwraps the piece of fabric around what he was holding, and you see one of your dad's daggers that, like, in your arm is like the size of like kind of a short sword. It's like about 18 inches. So it's a pretty long knife. But he's like, I want you to have this. Alright, you take this. Oh, so it's like a sharp weapon. Oh, this is a sharp weapon. This is one
Like
of
a real sword
this
for
is
me.
one of his. And he's like,
Giving a 10-year-old a knife.
He's got the real weapons, guys!
he's like, I'm giving you this so that you know that no matter, I'll be here, but I will always be with you. You don't have to protect anyone because I'll do it for you. Alright? You want to go tell your friends the good news?
Yeah.
I'll make sure that I have a nice dinner for you when you come back. A real adventurer's feast. To figure out how to cook that.
Clary and I are in the tent, like both holding back Henry.
He's like, guys, we gotta go! We gotta go!
Shh.
We are wasting
Guys.
daylight.
Let's go.
Finally! Let's go! And he's like, we are wasting daylight!
I guess it's time for us, and I guess we could go.
Henry like grabs Andy and just starts running. She's like,
Andy, after all of that with your dad, how is Andy feeling?
she's being dragged along by Henry.
I think Andy
He's flying.
is feeling reassured by, like, I think there are two very conflicting emotions going on, which is I feel very reassured about, like, the company of friends and the safety of, like, the party. And am also being very heavily weighed down by like, Adrien,
Andy's like, oh shit, my dad relies on me!
yeah.
Oh
By
no!
Adrien being like, I rely on you, and, like, I see all of this, like, potential and, like,
trying to be like a good guy and you turn this on me?
Oh my god.
Oh, I think Andy knows that's not how he meant it.
And yet.
And yet.
But also just can't get that, like, feeling out of, like, my mind.
I
Okay.
think 2 things on our way out of camp. One, I want to look for my little pile of sunflower seeds and see if they're gone.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh. Perception 7.
You don't see that.
Maybe they're gone. I'm gonna allow myself to take some comfort in the thought that perhaps Mr. Tibbets could be here, and it's definitely not like a were-rabbit or
You keep adding where in front of a bunch of things. What's a
Or
were-rabbit? A full-grown man who turns into a rabbit? Because that's kind of sick.
Like Banicula, guys.
Yeah.
The rabbits of Kerbanoch.
yeah. And then I think the second thing I do is I'm gonna try to catch up to where Henry has dragged
Yeah,
Andy,
I'm also like half jogging to get back up to them.
and I'm gonna reach out. Andy, will you hold my hand? Because I'll feel better if we hold hands.
Henry's also holding Andy's hand. She's like, where's the knife?
Yarrow!
I'm assuming I have a sheath for
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yarrow sees all 3 of these people holding hands, but sees there are not any more hands to really hold.
Sure there are. There's like 2 additional hands here.
Is kind of terrified of Henry, but holds Henry's hand.
Yeah. And
We're out to see the wonderful struggle of Mark.
Of rocks.
yeah, so you guys holding hands, traipsing off into the wilderness. You guys start making your way towards the stronghold. Either everyone can give me a survival check to make sure you're going in the right direction, or you can pick like a leader and they can have like advantage with like a
Well,
helper.
she's been doing the best for survival. I've been doing the best with maps.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't actually have a bonus. I've just been rolling
And I-
pretty
yeah,
well.
I do actually have a bonus to
As do
survive.
I.
I do as well, and
Well,
I've been
I think
rolling.
we all just roll
crap.
hedge our bets.
Yeah, sure. I'd be down to give you the help action.
I got a nat 20.
That's an
So
11. What the?
6.
it's my 3rd survival nat
I
20.
I
cannot
haven't
roll
gotten a
good.
single nat 20 today.
I cannot pass a survival check. What the heck?
I got an 11 and I was happy with that, but
Yeah, on a nat 20, Henry.
your
You
intelligence after
see-
this session.
That's wisdom.
Oh yeah.
Henry, you see
Yeah,
adventure
wise
ahead.
Yeah, weird.
I
You
know, right?
For the total of 19.
Henry, you see adventure ahead. And you've been poring over this map and poring over this path for the past 2 days. You know where you're going. And you drag all of your friends with you, almost literally.
Maybe actually
If we go a bit slow, then we won't be as tired when we reach the castle.
And you're so
and he like disentangles his hand from his like arm.
We're all
from
like
Henry.
pretzeled and knotted up.
But then and is like maybe we should like stop holding hands for a while so we can go at like paces that match the legs of our
I
legs.
didn't want to say anything, but my hands are getting really sweaty. And I can't tell if that's for me or Henry.
When we fall back a little, Henry is gonna take Clary's hand again.
Adrien's just like anxious, like excitement sweating.
Yeah. And I'm anxious sweating. And excitement sweating, so it's just a mess.
It's just the best.
Is there anyone here who's not sweaty?
No, we're all like 10 and 12.
Yeah, we're all just sweaty.
Yeah, you're 10 and 12 in the wilderness.
We have not showered in several
Yeah,
days.
how hot
Is it
that
hot out?
is?
It's the medieval time. It's like pretty temperate.
Just had, yeah,
It's
Yeah,
like
it's like just the beginning of spring.
yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah,
It's
so
probably pretty cold actually.
Yeah. It's brisk.
it's like kind of a brisk, but it's like a 65 brisk. 'cause, like,
Okay.
That's nice for hiking.
that is
yeah,
nice
so
time
it's like a nice brisk, but like, but you're all like 10 and 12 in the medieval era, like before deodorant was discovered.
Yeah,
Why
we
would
don't
you mention
right.
that?
So I feel
We
like
also
Andy
have
and I are
sweaty.
fine.
The child
Um,
of someone in the apothecary here, so we probably have something.
Oh yeah, we've got
There you
nosegays.
go.
We've got nosegays.
Um,
We've got linen clothing, I'm sure. There's no polyester to trap bacteria. Whatever.
Nah, you're good.
We're fine.
You're good. Yeah, so you guys make it. You guys like keep going. After about an hour you're watching, the trees are thicker here. Looking around, they're like, and they've been through patches, like hiking with Adrien, where like the trees were thinner and then they were thicker again. And you appear to be in a patch where they're thicker. And the light gets like a slightly different quality as it's like coming through like the leaves, so it's taking on like kind of like a green tint as it's like coming through the leaves, but not actually, like the leaves are thick enough that it's really not coming through itself, it's like coming through the leaves. And you guys kind of come, there's like a kind of stream that you're walking along, and you turn like around a little hill. And in front of you there's like a little, not clearing because the trees have still like overgrown, but there's not a lot of like underbrush. And in front of you is a massive structure with vines and plants and like trees growing up next to it and like vines growing up and around it. That if you didn't know what you were looking for, would look like a large pile of like rocks covered in vines. But you guys are here looking at this with a very particular eye. And so you don't see a pile of rocks covered in vines with like trees growing up around it. You see a 3-story stone building sitting in front of you.
Rocks equals stronghold.
My only question is, did Adrien actually believe us that we were going to find this? And will he believe us when we go back and tell
Even if
him?
we bring him stuff.
Yeah, so this is,
Loot
like I said,
the stronghold.
like I
Loot
said,
the stronghold.
without knowing what you were
I'm
looking
for
at,
an item.
without knowing what you were looking at, this would look like a massive pile of like stones covered in vines and brambles and other like creeping plants. But you guys can sort of see like the shape of like, okay, like here's, you can like see like, okay, that's not a tree growing up. That's not a tree growing up through the middle of this like thing. That's a like tower that has like plants and vines like growing down and falling down it. There's like dirt from like where the trees have come up and like completely encapsulated this whole thing. So it's not poking up above the trees at all. But like you can see like where leaves and vines are like growing from the trees like onto it to make it like a part of the like forest like skyline here.
We were right.
We found the stronghold.
What's the best way inside?
So currently, like I said, it is like completely covered in vines and different like plants and like crawling vines, creeping plants, grapevines, brambles, all of those things that are like around. So you really only would see like the stones through those like plants. So if you want, you can like go and like try to like dig through the plants.
Investigation, survival, nature?
I would probably say if you just want to like take a look at it and try to like scope out by looking, perception. If you want to actually go and like try to like pull some of the vines off, that'd be like an investigation.
I think I want to start with perception because I think what I want to try to do is track where like the door would be. Just to be able to give us like a more
I'm
targeted
starting with
area to
perception,
dig.
too.
I want to, because they're looking, I want to get closer and see if I can, like, almost like sounding, just like see if I can feel, like, touching the walls, if there's like any change that might indicate like a door or even like loose blocks.
Okay.
That was a dirty 20.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I think,
So that's investigation.
yeah.
8. 18 and Dirty 20, the two of the older kids, you're standing there sort of like staring up at this like massive stone structure covered in vines. Like I said, almost indistinguishable from like the rocks, the rock piles and trees and fallen trees and things that you've seen so far. But as you're looking at it, you can sort of identify like, okay, there's like a wall in front of you with like rounded corners, and you kind of like walk around and you're like, okay, so it's kind of like a rectangular building with sort of like rounded corners, and then like in the middle you can see this like sort of spire that's like so covered in vines. Like I said, it looks like almost like a tree's growing up through the middle of this rock pile. And kind of judging by like the depth and like length of the walls, you suspect that the front door is kind of what you were looking at when you first approached. It's that like long wall that would have been facing perhaps this path in days long past.
I think I'm also gonna investigate the stone structure specifically.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna use my stone cutting proficiency feature
Okay.
to see if I can discern any of the history of this building. Like, how was it in the structure? How was it made? You know, maybe when?
Okay.
By
Did you already
whom?
roll for me?
Yeah, I got an 11 in
An 11.
investigation.
Can you roll?
Oh shoot!
Too
Try that
excited
again.
about the stone cutting.
I don't remember if it's like just regular proficiency or if it's extra, but I think
Probably regular.
proficiency.
It's not expertise.
Ooh, okay, so that'll be a 16.
Okay. Andy, you just want to like feel for like.
Yeah, just, to start clearing some of the vines, that sort of
So
thing.
you kind of walk up, like kind of like grab the vines. Like a lot of these vines are like really grown in, so it takes like a bit of like a heft to like pull it off. But you manage to like pull them away and like get a little bit of like a clearing to kind of put your hand through and like feel. And the first thing that you notice is that it's stone, but it's not weathered. It feels like cut stone.
Can I make this process of the vines easier by pulling my short sword and just like
Absolutely.
hacking through
Oh,
machete
absolutely.
style?
No, don't machete the historical site.
It's the vines. We're trying to get inside.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
were always going
you
to
can
the
absolutely,
Moving the vines.
you can absolutely machete the vines.
Also, the two of us would probably point out like this is the direction the door is in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Make it
try-
And
easier.
as you
here.
pull them apart, you can see the clear lines where like each stone block was like placed together. It looks like one of the buildings that would be in town. Smooth stone, smooth cut stone. You can see like where the mortar was that like pried them together.
It doesn't look like weathered by the elements of 1,000 years.
Or
No.
the fact that there are plants growing in
Yeah.
it.
That's a little disturbing.
like that.
Yeah.
Me as Rowan is going, that's disturbing.
Am
Me
I
as Henry is going, yes.
am I noticing the same things with my like stone cutting history check, or am I
Are
noticing
absolutely
anything else?
Additionally, with your because what is like stone cutting? Do you know like
It's,
kind of what that gives you?
It is proficiency in history checks on stone stuff, I believe.
Okay.
It's on my character sheet that
Yeah.
is over there due
Okay,
to
so
spills.
I know.
So I'll say like on a history check on stone stuff.
We can probably look it up real quick.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a very you can tell like you looking at this you know stones. This is like a very traditional like cut stone.
And is it like local?
You're not really sure. It's
On a 16?
well the problem is that it's
So old.
Yeah, but I mean you can tell like
Um,
old limestone from like old granite, from old marble,
Well,
from old like
But that's the thing, is that like Andy's discovered, despite the fact that this is buried beneath what's probably thousands of years worth of vines and dirt,
There's
the
weird
stone-
magic
the
interference here.
stone underneath looks like it was cut yesterday.
That's
and it's
so
this it's
disturbing.
not just cut in the same way as the stone from town, but like it's the same type of stone.
It's the same kind of stone. Like it's from this area.
It's from this area. Okay, so it's not like this is like a structure that was, for example, teleported from another realm.
The stone is from this area.
Not that-
The stone,
Where did that come from?
I mean, I guess in this case you have to like wonder.
there's- I
Or
have
like,
to
you know,
wonder.
brought in by some
Yeah.
long-forgotten king from foreign, I don't know, like
No, the stone
dwarf
is,
stories.
The stone is from this area. I would say on a 16 investigate. So you can tell like with your stone cutting skills, you can tell like, you know, this is like stone from this area. It's a very traditional cut. Maybe it's not necessarily like how we would cut stone today. You can see like maybe some of like the chip marks from like where like they would have like actually had to cut it into blocks.
So, and it's like hand
It's
cut,
like-
it's not like magically
yeah, like
fabricated.
maybe it looks like it's hand cut.
Hmm.
But with tools that like you don't really use anymore. But on a 16 investigate, I think what you do see is in addition to some of those like etchings where it would like where the like chisel or whatever would hit into the stone, you see there appear to be like very deliberate marks on a cut, like occasionally like you see kind of like popping up
Huh.
where something is actually like chiseled into like the face of the stone.
Excellent. Markings is like low-key what I was looking for.
Yeah, some kind of marking. I don't know if you.
I will call attention to these
Yeah,
markings.
can I go to the markings and see maybe either a history or arcana check to see
Be
if
an
I've read about
arcana
this?
check.
Knew it.
Yeah.
Does
Guys,
somebody
there's
have,
some
like-
markings over here.
Does somebody think to bring like charcoal and paper with them?
Probably we have like the
You-
map.
You guys have like your little bags.
We
You
can
that
do a
is-
rubbing on the back of the map.
That's a
Yeah.
16 arcana.
Yarrow, you have a lot of experience, or at least some experience with like arcana
I
teaching.
read a lot.
And you've had
I
some
had a
like
tutor.
tutelage in this, and your mother's a sorcerer.
Yes.
So like you've grown up a little bit around magic. So I think that you recognize these are like runes. And on a 16, I think that you recognize some symbols are reminiscent to symbols you would see in like abjurative magic today.
Okay. Yes, I copy all of that down to make sure that I can research it when we get home.
Fantastic.
Can I also take a look at the runes and see if maybe, like, I don't have a lot of knowledge of the arcane, but I do know things about, like, religion and divine magic.
Okay. Give me an arcana check.
Really? That was
You
me
wanted it to be religion, I
gesturing
can
that I
tell.
wanted it to be a religion check.
No.
But that's okay.
I was like, screw that shit. It's arcana.
Fine. Fuck. It's a 3.
Arcana is not your thing.
Yeah, it's definitely no, like, you could recognize, like, that's magic, the same way that you could recognize, like, English lettering is English. But you don't, or you could identify, like, Latin letters from, like, Arabic.
Yeah.
But you don't really recognize much of anything else. It doesn't look divine in any way.
Cool.
Nor does it look like anything you've seen in any, like, religious texts.
Okay.
Okay. So we found the door?
Not yet. You guys are still hacking away through the vines.
Yeah,
Cool. So we're still
You guys
good.
just found, like, some of the stone.
I need to get inside.
I'll keep, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
tearing
keep
it
like
down.
pulling because we don't really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I start
same.
pulling with my hands because you're the only one with anything.
I have like the
With
battle.
daggers?
It's a
Well,
blunted
blunted.
battle axe.
They're
But,
all
like,
blunted.
could I get it behind and like use it as a lever?
Yeah.
Lever.
Yeah, you can use your blunted weapons
Okay.
to sort of like pull it away.
Hack away.
Hack away.
Yeah,
at
that's
it.
kind of what I'm
Andy's
doing.
the only one with like a real machete style thing, but
But I
everybody
can
else
kind of
can
like get in there and like pull.
get in
on
there.
it.
And after a little while, it does take a bit. Some of these things, like I said, have been grown on for a long time. But you do find a perfectly preserved wooden door. Sort of in the middle of.
Can I like make a wisdom check to see if I, Andy, know how incredibly sus this is?
Okay, give me.
Can you roll initiative to see if I get to the door first?
That's such a mood dial.
Andy, give me a. like a raw wisdom.
12.
On 12, so what exactly is Andy uncertain about?
I mean, I think Andy maybe didn't notice how weird it is that, like, the stone is perfect, but we are looking at it. This castle is like 1,000 years old, and we are looking at a wooden door that had vines growing all over it.
Yeah.
That is completely fine.
Okay.
And I feel like there's just a little bit of Andy that's like, that doesn't seem
Counterpoint.
correct.
Counterpoint.
Counterpoint.
Oh my goodness, there's magic here.
13.
Jude, counterpoint. How many 10-year-old boys do you know that would think that was suspicious?
I mean,
Andy.
Counterpoint. Andy.
Like, Andy, I think on a 13, part of you was like, that is weird, but part of you was also like, but there is magic here.
Yeah.
So, like, and magic does weird things.
Sure.
Yarrow, you're, like,
I'm
jumping
gonna be
out
like,
of your
hey,
seat.
guys,
Please.
Hang on.
I don't know exactly what this.
It's magic is what it is. It's
Yarrow,
an adventure. It's an
Yarrow,
adventure.
give me
It's not weird because the
I'm
stone is
gonna
also
get the
new.
door.
give me a history check real quick.
Okay. History. What?
It's slay.
Oh yes. That's a 21.
But I think as Andy's like, guys, I don't know about this.
It's magic. It's magic.
And you're like, it's magic. I think I want to be very clear, not a literal voice, but I think that kind of in the back of your head, in a different voice, in the voice of Varric, you hear their lives they willingly then trade for stone and shield.
Yeah.
A castle made.
Exactly.
And
This was made by the magic.
And I think that you're very much like, you're very in this. You're very much like, okay, this is like the magic castle, the abjuration.
Yes. So I need to double check my notes. I had already put together which brother was associated with which element, or which school of magic was one of the abjurative, was the abjuration brother, one of the ones that sacrificed himself.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I love being right.
Yes, you remember that 5 and 7. 5 was abjuration. 7 was.
I just need to go through my notes to remember which one 7 is.
I have the
7.
Such a long poem.
It's so long.
7, unbound by what has been, could change the world to make their win. So that changing the world was that one the transmutation, yes. So transmutation, turning into rock, turning everything into rocks.
Just so that you can see this.
Abjuration, it's protective.
Front and back.
They were there. They know it's long as hell.
Yeah, so abjuration, transmutation. For stone and shield. Their lives they willingly then trade for stone and shield. a castle made.
I recite that part of the poem because I think at this point Yarrow knows it by heart.
Yarrow spent every night up until that reading their notes on it.
I wrote it down.
The word "so" occurs a lot in here, and I'm sure it's just like your writing style, but I'm like, what if it's a clue?
It could be. And I opened the door.
Yeah, the door is unlocked.
How are the hinges? Are they not rusty?
Nothing else is.
So-
I bet.
And so.
I open it. What do I see?
You open the door. It's kind of dark inside. Henry, give me a perception check real quick.
Henry.
Henry.
It's because she's the one who's been feeling cold.
12. So perception, I got a -1, so that's an 11.
I'm assuming you follow.
Is Zira just going to the entrance, or is Zira actually going in? Because there is something I want to do before we go in.
I start out just opening it, seeing what's there before I run in.
Okay,
You know?
regardless, I think when you open the door, you not only don't feel cold, but there's like a bit of a warmth.
Pulling, like...
No, that's sort of like
I don't like that.
out.
Like, are you talking like a physical, like a...
Breathing?
No, not breathing, but like when you open the door to like a
Monster
warm
house.
house, and like...
Yeah,
the
No,
heat is, like,
I don't think it's like I don't think
Okay, I
it's
feel
like
a
a
little bit
physical
better.
thing. It's not a physical thing. It's
A
more
little
like
bit.
you've had that sensation of like
okay.
cold
Okay.
fear and like opening the door
Just
like
like warmth and welcoming.
yeah.
I step in.
Okay. Before Henry follows, Henry has been rolling like fire on wisdom rolls.
Cool.
I do think there is a moment where before Henry steps through, she checks where the sun is and what time it is.
Go.
Hey,
You
give me
hands in the
nature
castle.
check.
Look at you, smarty. We're entering the
Not
Feywild.
because I want to be clear, not because I'm concerned about getting back to Adrien before night, but because I'm not entirely sure that stepping into the, like, me as Rowan, I don't know if stepping
So you're
into
just,
this
this is like a
castle
passive thing that
But,
Henry
like,
is doing.
completely fuck with time.
There's some time stuff afoot.
Yeah.
We grew up, everyone we know is ancient.
So nature.
We're all still 10.
We're gonna get
I
the
got-
family gold.
I got a 16 nature check there.
It's like 10 in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I do think Henry does like kind of check. Henry is just doing it as like a passive thing.
Like, how long do we have?
Rowan is doing it because I'm not unconvinced that like
We're about to
time
get
has
the
no
Van
meaning.
Winkle.
Yeah, we're gonna get Van Winkle.
Yeah.
Henry does not want to be left behind, so she will follow, but I think she just takes a look back at the surroundings and the direction whence everyone came.
I'm
Just
also noting the time so that we all have it.
Note the time.
Yeah,
note
just-
the time.
I don't know, just looking for any reason to not go in or just one last look of like, where do we go after this? You know, not wanting to get turned around.
Okay, you look back and you see the little sunlit path that took you here.
Alright.
And I-
Perhaps
it
also
still
looking for
looks
Mr.
like the
Tibbets a
path
little bit.
that-
Yes.
Yes.
Nothing looks different.
You watch so many horror movies.
Just saying.
Is it like dark in there? Like, what does it look like when Yarrow
There are some windows that have been like overgrown with like some vines. There's no glass in them. There's sort of like these little like open.
So sort of like dappled light.
Yeah. This is like kind of like a dappled light, but no real light. There's nothing like inside that's like
lighting it up.
space.
Yeah, but it's also not like pitch black. Okay, I think Andy is going to step back from the door when Yarrow like brushes to open it. He's gonna wait a second after everyone has kind of stepped in, realize his sword is still out, go to sheath it, decide against it, and then go in.
I think Clary's gonna grab Andy's hand and go in with Andy. Just
I am
hand holding.
I am already
Fully
like
gone.
I am like through the room. I am already like going into every nook and cranny, trying
Cool.
to see every detail that I can, seeing if there's a path to the tower.
Cool. So
Okay.
you walk in. This is despite the grand words of Varric the Bard. This is not so much a castle as it is an actual like stronghold. So from the outside, like I said, it looked to be like about 3 stories. It's very like square, but with this like tower in the middle. So when you come in, you're sort of standing in like this one room. You see, in the center of the room is a spiral staircase leading up. You see, there is like a little table set off to the like in a back corner with like a couple of like chairs. There's like about 4 chairs set up around it. Each one like kind of half pulled. There's some like half pulled out. One like tucked all the way in. There's a little fireplace cut into one of the walls, with like a big like pot, sort of like hanging over it.
Is there anything in the pot?
No,
Good.
everything is
No, it's disturbing as fuck.
everything is sort of like clear and empty. There is like a lot of dust on everything, so like inside it doesn't look quite as polished as outside. Like there's definitely like dust on things. Clearly things have not been moved in a very long time, even if nothing is like rotted or falling apart. There is like a little like rug in the middle, maybe like a couple of like little wooden chairs, a little wooden bookcase, and a mirror along one like standing against one wall. So it looks like there's a little bit of like a not even really what you would like call a kitchen. because it's really more of just like a fireplace and a pot, and like some places where you might like hang some stuff, and like maybe a little seating area and some tables and chairs off to one side.
Before following my instinct to sprint up the stairs, anything interesting if I like investigate around in some nooks and crannies, in the bookshelf, at the mirror, like any like secret passages or something on the mirror, or it looks weird, or there's a book left.
Henry also wants to, like, she, like, pulls out her, like, piece of paper where she wrote down the riddle that Varric gave them.
Yeah,
Not the poem,
riddle,
but the riddle. So,
which, by the way, was
deep within this stronghold's walls, a memory hangs in one bright hall.
The mirror.
It holds the key for the long-lost age that points the way to a gilded
I go to
cage.
the mirror.
Yeah.
There, the question
Yeah.
lies in clear, cool gaze, which hears the answer in the dusty haze.
Okay.
I
yeah,
also
should look in the
I think
mirror.
I walk in, see
So-
all of the kitchen stuff, and go, why is there a mirror
In the kitchen?
And immediately go,
Yeah,
to the
and
mirror.
Yeah.
The mirror is not in the kitchen, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
a
just that
one
area
room.
of this
But, like,
floor.
This is a one
Still.
room like thing. So
Yeah,
there's like
but-
there is a kitchen, there is like a seating area with like a table with like
Why is
tables
there a
and
mirror in
chairs.
this kitchen? That's suspicious.
And like a desk. And then there's like a
Maybe
little
it was a
seating
baby
area
shop.
with a rug, and the mirror's like along that wall. With
Yeah,
that
I
like,
don't
little-
So you're
Mirror
saying it's like
have a mirror,
it's like
no
my
mirror.
open
Let me
plan
at the
apartment.
mirror.
Dressing
Yeah, it's like
place.
an open plan. It's like an open plan
It's a
apartment.
studio apartment.
Yeah, but like Henry
Sounds
pulls
good,
out and
the
reads
word
it out loud,
dresser.
just kind of remind
Upstairs.
everybody what we're doing.
Mirror.
You go to the mirror. Give me an investigate check. Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
also do that.
Do we all give investigate?
If you want to, if you're
I
all
think
trying
21.
around the mirror.
16.
Ooh, hell yeah!
15.
I got
15.
I got an 18.
You guys approach the.
I'm ready.
You guys,
Sorry, are you not ready for the feral learning mode that Yarrow has?
You guys approach the mirror,
She's a dog
crowd
now,
around,
chomping at the
peer into the mirror, and stare into your own reflections.
I'm moving. I'm feeling around the mirror. Is there anything around it? Are there engravings on it?
I watch my reflection
like
to see if
these-
it mirrors me.
Yeah, your reflection is mirroring you.
How about anything else near it on the bookshelf? That was the other thing I wanted to. get
The
initially.
bookshelf is mostly empty. So
Mostly.
there appear to be a couple of like blank pieces of paper, sort of like half rolled up, like somebody had like taken them out and like put them down without really like doing anything with them.
Okay.
But there's really not much.
Upstairs.
I would like, before we go upstairs, I would like to take one of the chairs and prop the door open.
Ooh.
Can I just do something kind of insane?
Okay.
Are you gonna reach into the mirror?
No. So I'm looking in the mirror.
Yes.
Break it.
And it's like it's me looking back at me. If I am standing like in front of a mirror, what else am I seeing within that frame?
You see the room behind you.
I think our
Anything else?
investigation checks have covered
But I mean,
this.
like, what else in the room? Like, is there any?
Like, is there anything new?
Like, is there like a particular object that is positioned
You see the
within the mirror?
directly behind you is the kitchen. So you see the fireplace.
The pot.
The pot.
It's hanging.
It's the pot.
I'm already starting up the stairs.
Oh, I want to investigate the bookshelf before.
I
And the
did.
desk.
You investigated.
Yeah.
What about the
Yeah.
desk?
The only-
my
desk.
21
The only
investigate.
thing, the only thing on the bookshelf were some like
Mhm.
torn pieces of paper, like
So
blank
no,
pieces
no
of paper.
secret switch books. No.
No,
Can
it's
I-
pretty much
Can I
empty.
check out the desk?
Yeah, go ahead.
I shall assist.
So that give me.
Yeah, you have the help action.
That's only a 12.
On a 12, the desk is empty.
Hmm.
It's.
Man.
I mean, it would be too easy if it was all on the first level, right?
I mean, yeah, but like, it's just a weird empty room.
Is
I'm
this
going up.
room like the width of the entire floor plan of... Okay, cool.
Yes.
It's like a big
It's
room.
a yeah. It's a large, small stronghold.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a castle.
So you want to head up to the second
Yes.
floor?
Sure.
So you come up the staircase, and you come to the second floor. The staircase does continue up still.
Stop on the second. I know it's gonna be something cool up there, but I'm like pacing it.
Okay,
Um,
the staircase is also like untouched by
Yeah.
time.
So's the
Still
floor.
Not even dusty.
And
Nice.
when
Safe.
yeah, and when
No
you
falling through stairs here. No crumbling.
Yeah, when you come up to the second floor, it once again is an open floor plan kind of thing, but you do see that there appear to be like sort of like roughly like man-made's a weird word because the whole building is man-made, but like roughshod kind of like walls piecing it into like 4 corners. So there are like it's like one big room with then like rough separation into 4
distinct areas. Okay.
Are you just like looking around? So where you're standing, you can kind of see into everyone.
I'm just gonna start moving like clockwise.
Okay, it's sort of like where you're standing. There's like the stairwell, and then like a little bit of a ring you can walk around.
Yeah.
And then it's sort of like you can just sort of like see into each of the
Yeah,
rooms.
I'd say clockwise.
Yeah.
Like just start one room, then the next, then the next, then the next.
Cool. What you walk around and take a look at what appears to be like 4 bedrooms. 3 of the rooms have just like a wooden bed, no mattress, no blankets, wooden desk, wooden wardrobe. Really nothing of note in any of them. They appear to be like stripped bare.
And the last one?
The last one has a slightly bigger bed than the other ones. It's a little bit wider, a little bit longer. Doesn't have any blankets, but there is like kind of an old mattress down. You see, there's like a little desk with like a little ink pot and like a little quill next to it. A wardrobe that's like partially open, unlike the others which were all like shut. This one's like hanging open a little bit, still empty, but hanging open a little bit. There's a little rug on the floor. It just looks more
Lived in.
And hanging above the bed,
About to ask if there was anything hanging.
hanging above the bed is a small painting.
Aha.
What's
Okay.
it a painting of?
The painting's only about like this big. Not very big at all. And it appears to be a young man with his arms around an even younger boy. Anybody who wants to do like a more investigation like on that itself.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh, no. That's a
That's
9.
an 18.
I got a 4.
4.
Haha!
On an 18, you're like really into this.
I'm really into it.
Keyed in.
Yarrow hyperfixates, if you can't tell.
Yeah. So you're sort of looking at this, and both of the boys in these pictures, they're not even really men. Even the older one's not really a man in this picture. Share a lot of the same features. Both have dark hair, dark eyes, the same kind of nose shape and jawline.
So either brothers or father and son, likely.
Probably more likely
looking at
brothers.
the ages, you think,
Yeah,
looking at the
good to
ages,
check.
father and son is like not.
More brothers.
Yeah, one looks, if you had to guess, on an 18, one looks like maybe like 17, 18. The other one looks maybe like 7 or 8.
Okay.
So like there's a big age gap, but not enough to be like, they're father and son.
That sucks
Technically,
that.
just enough that they could be a first brother and a ninth brother or something like that.
Yeah.
Some long gap between them. We don't know how far apart they were all born.
Yeah, you don't know. And so that's kind of like the picture. The background is fairly, on an 18, the background is like fairly nondescript. It looks like just like kind of a basic, there's like a sky and like some grass.
I take it
Okay.
off the wall.
You're now holding the picture.
I'm looking at the back of it.
You turn the picture over, and the back it's like a canvas thing, so it's kind of like a little frame. So it's got like the canvas behind it. It was hanging on the nail. And you can see the back is like pretty untouched. except for like an area kind of in the middle where there's like kind of a dust on it.
The dust in the middle of the painting?
Maybe it's just a weird little, like... I'm not sure if I want to touch the wall where the dust would have been.
Blow on it.
Or the
Or
dust.
something.
I'm gonna gently first press against the wall where that would have been.
Reaching up, really just like a sleight of hand,
Okay.
just to make sure you kind of like guesstimate where the
No,
right.
it's like a 5. Would
Okay.
anyone be helping me?
Sure.
Or doing it themselves?
I've Henry so one.
Yeah,
Sleight of
'cause
hand?
The sleight of hand is just like to try to guesstimate like where that would be.
Sleight of hand, I got a 17.
Okay. You kind of like feel up and sort of like run your hand, and you can like run your hand and you like kind of run your fingers along. Again, you can see like all of like the places where like the stone has been laid, so it's got like
Yeah.
that like whatever like holds bricks together.
Mortar.
Yeah.
Mortar. And you sort of like whatever. You sort of like run your fingers along it. And you pull back and there's really nothing there. It's not chipping at all. Until you get to a specific brick where you sort of
Knew
like
it.
run your fingers around the stone, you pull it back, and there's a little bit of dust in your fingers. As the brick
Dusty
sort of
brick.
shifts
Yes.
in the wall.
I immediately start prying the brick out with my
Are you gonna
fingers.
pry it or are you gonna push
Push
it?
it first.
Okay, I mean, I can try pushing
Just
it.
to see.
You push the brick and you hit resistance.
So I try pulling
try
it.
Okay.
You gotta try pushing it first, you know.
Even you lose the brick.
Or
Like...
you lose it if you take it out too early and it's not a button.
Give me a sleight of hand to make sure you can get like your hands into the brick.
That is a dirty 20.
So-
No. Sleight of hands?
Yeah.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, Henry, you like managed to kind of like get like your pinky like kind of into a gap somewhere, and like your fingers on you kind of like tug it out. And you pull out this like little piece of like stone brick. And you can see like behind it, you can see like where it was pressed up, and you can see some of the other stones kind of come in. So like the other stones like in the back are a little bit like longer than
Mhm.
this one, so it was like hitting against like almost their lips when you would push on it. The lip of the stone.
Kissing.
And then like when you
Sorry.
pull it out, you can see it goes a little bit deeper into the wall.
So who's reaching their hand in there?
Which of us?
Oh, Henry?
Because one of us, whoever gets there first, you're already at the brick.
Henry's
I'm not
already at
painting.
the brick. Henry's just shoving.
You just
Our
shove your
damn hand
full
in
hand in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you look? Did you just shove your
Henry would look.
You won't?
You should look.
I think Henry would like look.
I like
and
try
then
to look and then the hand's already there.
hands in.
I
think Henry's like looking, but like would stick their hand up.
Okay.
I stick my hand up.
Okay.
So what am I rolling for?
Just
be a saw trap, guys.
Stop.
No.
Henry, you stick your hand in, sort of like you can feel where your hand sort of like hits the stone that juts out a little bit as you sort of like cram it through. Feel
Chaos.
around and feel two things. One being like something cold and like something cold, and then something that like kind of like crinkles in your grasp as you take it.
Alright, so I grab both
Yeah.
and pull it out.
I'm instantly on you, like staring at whatever is
You
left.
find yourself holding a little piece of parchment with a string tying it shut, tied to a key.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
So I unroll it.
I'm reading it over her shoulder.
Both of you give me, like, just raw intelligence checks.
I would like to look at the key.
Minor
Anytime.
thing.
It was almost an at 20!
I got a 12.
I got intelligence. It was 10. It was
This
so close.
Wait,
to
what
nat
was
20.
his name again?
Oh, I was gonna say this is a minor thing, but while this is happening, I want to go over to the desk and see if the ink in the inkwell is
Still
wet.
wet.
Oh.
No?
Oh, no.
Dried out?
That's a shame.
Okay.
I was hoping to.
That would have been more disturbing. Just an FYI, Rowan, will never shove my hand into anything ever.
Wet and it's
Yeah, we should have
not
grabbed a
wet
pair of
as in
tongs
it's
from the kitchen.
empty,
Yeah, I'm
or
not
it's
sure
not
what
wet
my
as
hair-
in it's dry.
It's not wet as in it is almost empty, and then it is dry.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So, like, the inside of this house is not affected, of this
We're good.
building is not
Just the
affected by
building.
the same, like, ultra preserved nonsense as the outside.
Yeah.
Plus, like, there's the all of the dust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to, like, that's such
Just
a
double
that's
checking.
such a good measure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fair.
So the building is
10
in
and
good
11.
shape.
I got a 12 for intelligence.
Okay. Yes. 10 and 12.
Okay. To the both of you, I think you're looking at this. Who out of 10? Yarrow? Yarrow, I think you look at this and immediately you're like, this is unintelligible in every way. This doesn't make, like, you can't even, like, figure out what is what here. Henry, I think looking at this, you kind of, like, blink once or and you still unintelligible, you still can't read this, but, like, you recognize letters. Like, it should, like, almost like you were reading something that, like, Yarrow's looking at this going, like, this could be, like, when you're reading, like, something that's, like, really in cursive and you're like, this is, like,
It's-
unintelligible.
Yeah.
And you're able to recognize, okay, this might be English.
Can I also?
I will
But-
also
look at
read it, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no.
I thought you
5.
put that dice in jail.
Roll
No,
intelligence.
I put the other one.
Yeah,
in
that's a
jail.
5
That
also.
matches.
So back in jail for that one. I gave it a chance. It failed me.
I'm still so mad I didn't bid on the 20 and it rolled off
Sad.
for this.
Can I take a look at the key as well?
Yeah, you can take a look at the key.
Yeah, I move on to the key.
Ooh, the key. Now that,
I
that's
also
just
like
an
the key.
investigation. That is an 18.
Key.
I got a nat 20 for investigate
Jesus
on the damn
Christ.
key.
God, where'd you get those
Nat
dice?
Nat fucking 20.
Are those weighted?
I don't know, but I didn't get it on the fucking note.
I got an 18
On this key.
on the key.
18 on the key as well.
While this is happening, can I look at the furniture in the room and see if
I love that you're just like, they've got this covered.
Oh, also, is there anything on the back of the letter?
The thing that Henry
The
pulled out.
Parchment? Is there anything on the back of it? No? Okay.
For the key.
Yeah, can I look
The
at
key.
the furniture in this room and see if it matches, other than being like
You'll know
larger, or if it really looks different? I think, to be clear, to explain what's going on here a little bit, I think Andy both wants to be helpful and is finding the intensity of this situation extremely stressful, and is like trying his level best to be half useful and also not like explode.
That's fair.
Yeah, so what are you looking for in the furniture specifically?
I
Is
want
it comfy?
I want to see, like, if it looks like the same, because all of the other 3 rooms match and are unlived in, so I think I want to see if it's, like, the same as the rooms that are unlived in, or if it's, like, different wood, or nicer make, or, like, whatever. I also want to look at the wardrobe, which is, like, slightly open, and
Yeah.
see if there are maybe, like, we found this brick, so if there are maybe, like, false panels in the base or something.
Okay, yeah, give me an investigate roll.
Okay, come on. Come the fuck on. 5!
On a 5.
Can I assist? Or no, I'm busy with the
We're
letter for the
busy.
key.
Yeah, on a 5, I think woodworking is probably not Andy's, like, biggest skill. So, like, it looks the same. It's the same color.
Okay.
You, like, look in the wardrobe and, I mean, it's empty. It's got scratches, like, maybe from, like, hangers or something, like, along the back wall.
I, like, touch them.
It looks like an empty wardrobe, but it looks like it's been used.
Okay.
Sure.
Did we get anything about the key?
Yes, the key is...
My nat
Yeah, you look at the
20.
key.
2 18s.
Nat 20 and 2 18s.
We have good rolls. You've just been. This is like your 4th not 20 today.
It is. I'm just annoyed that it wasn't on the note.
For Nat 20 and 18s, this is a key for, like, a small box. It's similar to, like, a key that you would use for, like, a jewelry box or something.
Okay.
It is a small key, so not for, like, a door or something, but maybe for, like, a little lock on something.
Okay.
I'm going back to the poem really fast. Okay. We found a memory hangs in one spread hole, so we got that. It holds the key for the long-lost age, we have the key. That points the way to the gilded cage. There the question lies in clear, cool gaze.
Is it a gold key?
Yeah, what color is it?
I think it's sort of tarnished.
Okay.
I think it's hard
So
to
I wouldn't be able
find.
to tell what metal it was.
I think it's hard
Maybe.
to tell.
Clary would be able to tell
Well, I
what
was in the
metal
middle
it
of
was.
reading my poem.
Sorry, you said
If
gilded
it's
cage, and I
tarnished,
was like,
it's not
wait.
gold.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which here's the answer in the dusty haze. Dusty, we've definitely, I mean, we used the dust to connect the dots, so that could be a part of it, but we could also have something around that. I think we have to go upstairs and see if there's what.
Yeah.
So you want to continue to the third?
Yeah.
Can I take another look at
Buddy.
the wardrobe?
Buddy!
It just doesn't look.
Yeah, any locking compartments
Yeah,
perhaps in the wardrobe?
The wardrobe does not.
Okay.
Is there a false breath?
So yeah,
Andy.
you're gonna go to the third floor.
Yes.
So you follow up the stairs again, and you find yourself in a little alcove. You're clearly sort of at what you feel like the top of this like tower in the middle of this fortress. It is empty. It's not very big. It's probably maybe 6 feet wide and like around. The staircase kind of comes up, and then there's just a little bit of room here. You can sort of stare up to where it peaks into a point, and there's a single window that kind of looks out, not really above the trees, because again, like the trees have grown up so much around it that it's sort of encapsulated this old fortress, but you think maybe at one point when the forest was younger that this probably looked out above the trees. And it's sort of just staring and like looking out. It's almost like this room is meant to just stare out into
It
something.
points the way.
Is it the direction
gilded
towards
cage.
Embers Hollow?
Well, it's up.
Oh, it's up. Oh, the pointed window's up.
No, the
Okay.
window's pointed the window's like in the
Yeah, I
wall.
thought it's like a gothic
Oh,
pointed
I thought
window.
you meant like the point of the tower.
No, is the window
Oh,
facing
yes,
towards
where-
Embers Hollow?
What do you see if you look through the window?
You see mostly trees at the moment.
I'm
but you
going
could give
to-
me
Does someone have a
survival
compass?
check.
Who's good
I'm
at
also-
wayfinding? Who's good at knowing what direction is
also-
where?
Starting to feel around the window and see if there's anything loose.
Okay,
Yeah, can
I
we
think-
like try to see if we can figure out like what direction the
Yeah.
window's facing?
What check would that be? Is it a survival check? Ooh, actually,
Again, an 8 instead of the natural.
13.
So,
Not so
survival
bad.
for me, that's a 9.
10.
I'm also, I was initially planning to do more investigation on the windowsill itself.
Yeah.
Can I do an investigation roll as well? Bad is the answer. 7.
On the 13, you don't know. I don't think you can really figure out like that far, but you do kind of you do look out the window and you can kind of see that path that you walked to get here.
Okay.
So you're like maybe if that's more or less a straight line, maybe this points more or less towards Empress Hollow.
Well, I mean, can we see what direction the light might be coming from? I mean, it's because we know it's morning. We'll know by the light where east is.
Yeah, how long have we been here?
Not that long. It's probably only been like half hour, 45 minutes.
So it should be morning outside. So the
Yeah.
sun should be coming from the east,
It is.
which means.
Well, it's also just pointed back at Embers Hollow.
But I mean, we can confirm that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Especially with what you thought about the path earlier.
Path, maybe it points towards the gilded cage. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's in Embers Hollow.
What's in a cage in Embers Hollow?
Or in a box.
Box, cage.
What's something gilded?
It
What's
holds,
something dusty? Maybe.
holds the key that points. So the key points
Is
the
there
way.
anything sealed by your family, maybe? Or
Andy, anything in the
there's
church?
the question that lies in the clear, cool gaze. So maybe somewhere cold, somewhere where it's like brisk and open on like a morning or something.
Water.
Well,
Do we have
Water.
that?
I mean, to answer
then
your
we're
question
into the
clearly,
ones
there's
where-
certainly gold in the church.
But like,
But
anything that's a box or a cage or
They're
a
also, I don't know.
reliquary or
The church is also pretty new.
Yeah,
Like my
Okay.
dad is the first.
Do you still have the painting
I do.
on you?
Yeah, I was going to.
Just kidding.
I was thinking, can we investigate the frame?
To my chest.
Can I investigate the frame?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Can
What color is the frame? Is
Oh,
it
yeah, are
wooden,
there any-
metal?
It's a wooden frame.
Oh.
Is there anything in the portrait of like
Huh?
a box or a keyhole?
Alas, it's only a 9 for investigating the frame and whether there might be anything hidden.
No, it's a plain wooden frame.
So you mentioned earlier that the like again insane that the background is like fairly standard. Like
yeah.
okay, what about where the people's focus is?
Yeah.
They're
In the painting.
actually into whoever's
You
hand.
have such weird details.
So like the
I'm trying to pick
opposite,
up on.
the opposite
Damn.
wall of where it was hanging. We should check there, I guess.
Yeah, they're just
I
staring
don't know,
out.
you
Did we check under the bed?
You never know.
I never did press against the dusty pot on the back. I'm just going to do that. I don't think it will do anything, but I try.
The fabric kind of moves.
Can I just fully get on my hands and knees and start looking around this room?
The tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will also
Investigation?
do so.
Investigate.
Yeah.
Can I try to remember
That's cocked.
anything
Oof,
back
12.
at Embers
No.
Hollow that might fit this description
That's a
of
5.
gilded cage?
I got.
You mean Henry's
11.
life?
That like a
So we got
And
a
Yarrow?
5.
And Yarrows,
I
oh my
got
god.
a 5.
12.
12.
11.
You guys don't really see much of anything. You see maybe some scuff marks on the floor. Like where like the wood is like kind of been scuffed
From what?
from walking around.
See, my only hesitation with Embers Hollow is like I
Anything
think
on a
it's
12?
as if he is pointing the way.
Anything on a 12?
I think he's pointing the way.
Can I
I'm
do
gonna
an
try something
Arcana check?
crazy.
On what?
on the paper. This,
Okay.
this description or the words themselves.
You do that, then I'll do something
This
crazy.
description.
Have you looked at the paper yet?
I've
Or
like
did you?
glanced
Or did
at
you
it.
not?
You should look
He
at the paper.
never.
'Cause I don't
Andy
think-
never
I don't
looked at
think
it.
You rolled
You were
for the
staying-
paper.
Andy, try to read it.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, I did real bad
Andy.
rolling reading the paper.
Give me an intelligence check, like on the paper.
Okay. I've been rolling so bad, guys. Wait.
Roll better.
If you let other people kind of like, do you just want to like take a look at this sort of like while everybody's talking amongst themselves?
I can try to
Or do
assist.
you want them to like? Do you want to ask them like, what do you think you saw before you?
Yeah, I can like I'd ask them like, well, I didn't take a look at it. Like, let me see. What?
Yeah, and I'm like,
what-
well, I
what
think
do you
it's
see?
English, but don't. Like, I think I see some letters, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will let you roll this then with advantage.
Thank God.
Please. Please. Okay.
It's a 10.
We can bring this back to Adrien,
I'm
sure.
also yeah, but
I
it's
don't
odd.
actually want to share it with Adrien now.
We're gonna have to. We can't read it.
What about
Is
Mohammed?
this
I
a
don't-
new check or is this bound in that? Can I still do a like an Arcana check?
You can still do an Arcana. check.
Okay, because I don't know. This is Jude the player. To me, this sounds like an illusory script,
Ooh.
and so like, oh, that's a 9. So not even
Yeah,
my metagaming doesn't matter.
I know. My
Color rolling so
I
badly.
okay, so
No, only I am rolling so bad.
So
No, I'm rolling like crap.
all over the board. So they said the key points the way. So I'm going to do something weird where you said the key was tied to the scroll.
Yes.
I'm going to hold the key by the string like a pendulum
Okay.
and just sort of let it swing and see if it starts pointing in a direction.
Do you sort of like swing it or do you just like drop it?
I give it the lightest little bit to like start going, but then I just sort of hold.
You see it kind of like swings back and forth for a little bit.
I told you I was gonna do something crazy, but imagine.
Yeah.
You don't get to make fun of my crazy
Before
shit.
It's
man.
settling.
I do actually. Yours are weirder.
Yeah, so it kind of like
Painting's
swings.
looking at
It kind
something.
of swings
Follow
a
the
little
eyes.
bit before settling.
So does that mean gravity or does that mean downstairs?
I'm trying downstairs. I go downstairs again. I'm going to look in the room across. I'm splitting up at this point.
What do you look like?
What about the room
Told you the key.
that's across, you know, the wall?
No,
The wall where the key was hidden.
I
What
mean,
is through
like,
that wall?
It's
What is through that wall?
Is there like a hole at the bit? Like,
Exactly, we should check in there.
you know
That's
the
right.
keys are. You have like fancy
Maybe
keys.
this is like a. It's not a house key.
No,
It's not a modern house key.
Because
I
I
mean, is it like a classical jail cell key, like in a cartoon, or is it a fancy key?
I'm done with you.
I'm going downstairs to the
I
room
wanna
across
hold
from the
the
painting.
hole, as if it's a. Get out.
I'm going to the room.
You want to go to the room across from the painting? This room is empty.
Let me investigate.
Yeah.
We should also investigate the room that is shares the
12?
wall that we found the key in.
12. I don't think it did. The key wasn't against one of the walls between rooms.
No.
It was
The
external.
walls between rooms are really just like wood and fabric sort of thrown up. It doesn't even reach the ceiling.
Oh.
Like privacy.
They're like privacy.
essentially.
Oh, Yarrow is getting so frustrated. I am too, but Yarrow mostly.
Can I do an arcana
Because
check
we were
on the
doing
key?
so well.
Yeah, you can do an arcana check on the key.
I have the key. Come down with me.
I followed
I
you.
split.
Well, we're all following.
Nat 20 arcana check.
I'm going to eat your dice.
So funny.
Because this is worse, actually. Because this is your second nat 20, not on the paper, on the key. You know from your last nat 20, there's nothing about this key!
Hey, the key is connected to Henry's
This
family.
key is not
So
magic.
non-magic. Can I do my own arcana check on the paper?
Go ahead.
Please. No!
This magic, or this paper, is not magic.
I would like to assist by also looking at it and thinking about, because I've seen a little bit of, I've seen mostly like religious magic,
Have you
but
tried to read the?
I have. It didn't go well.
I have one other thing I want to try with this paper before I give up and I'm doing some other things.
Okay.
I'm going to not set this on fire, but I'm starting a fire, a small one, and just seeing if it reacts to heat. Because my mind goes like secret message,
Okay. Okay. Like lemon juice.
like lemon juice.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hold it above the fire, not in
Okay.
it, and just see if anything happens if I put it under heat.
You have to put the Declaration of Independence in the oven.
We're going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
There you go. Now hang on. Let me think for a minute about how paper works when you put a light under it.
Shines, you get to see.
Yeah, you can see through it. Yeah, so you hold it over. Nothing particularly like magic happens. But you do see, like, as you hold it out, the light comes up and the paper sort of like
I did something good.
not turns translucent, because that's not really how it works, but you can sort of like see through.
Is there a watermark in the paper? Like a symbol watermark?
Let her finish.
Yeah, and the writing comes up a little clearer. And it's now like backlit.
I'm gonna try to
not-
read it again.
Same.
Can I try to read it again too?
Thank you.
Ooh, 15?
I got it.
Would you like to give me advantage?
I'm
I
still
got-
upstairs. I still have a thing I want to do while I'm
Come on!
I got a 3. I've gotten like 6 nat
Have you
20s,
rolled
and I
already?
got
I
a
did.
3.
I got a 15.
15. Let's see what you get.
What am I rolling? Pure intelligence?
Yeah.
That is a 14.
Okay.
I wish I was doing something that I was proficient in, but I'm not.
Okay. We're gonna resolve this in a second. What is Andy
What the
doing
fuck are you
upstairs?
doing?
So mostly Andy is collecting himself.
Like Andy.
Andy is really feeling like there's not enough of him to count on right now.
No, Andy.
That's fair.
And Andy is very aware of the fact that he has
Where did
done
this?
nothing useful.
No.
And so he's gonna go to the window and he's going to try to get a better sense of where this is pointing, because he's actually done decently well on survival-related
Yeah,
tasks.
survival.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
10.
On a
Okay.
10, Andy,
Andy, I think you come to the same.
That's double digits.
Yeah, on a 10, Andy, I think you come to the same conclusion that your friends did, which is that you can see the path and that it's definitely like sort of in that same vein. Like looking out towards
Embers.
probably like approximately Embers Hollow. You're a little short.
Uh-huh.
So the window's like a little high for you. So I think you're gonna have to like get your hands up over, kind of like
trying to
bring
like
yourself up.
boost myself up.
And I think as you do that, and you like kind of look down, you boost yourself up, and then as you look down to kind of like see where you're going, I think you see those scuff marks on the ground. And just give me an investigate check.
13.
Hey.
Hey!
So you like look down, and there are these scuff marks on the floor, like right under this window, kind of like right where you're standing to like boost yourself. Because in order for you to really get the momentum to like look up, you really have to go to like the center of the window and pull
And
yourself
like
up.
jump and then push.
And I think as you look down, like you see where your feet land, and you see these kind of like scuff marks, kind of centered right around like the middle of this window. Like where you would be standing if you looked out. And the scuff marks are old. Older than... probably about as old as the other things in this house. So, very old. But someone stood here and looked out this window a lot. As you're like, and I think as you look around, like on a 13, you like look around at the floor, and like there are other scuff marks places, but they really center around this window. Like this is where somebody came. This is where they spent their time.
I'm also gonna look, as I like realize that I'm standing on the remnants of like a person's life, really for probably the first time. I'm also gonna take my hands off the windowsill and look at the sill as well. See if like there's like places where the paint is like scuffed or discolored
from
from
like well-worn stone.
Yeah, just like discoloration from like the oils on someone's hands. Just like suddenly I am realizing that like to us this is a ruin, but like someone lived here.
Including a child,
Maybe.
Perhaps.
possibly.
I'm guessing that child didn't live here.
And I think that
I think
you
that was
see that.
pretty-
Mm.
I think that you see like where somebody like would have put their hands. And I don't think it's so much that like you actually see like stone discoloration. I think it's more that just like Andy all of a sudden is envisioning this of like somebody standing here and you know holding the windowsill and sort of looking out, maybe holding a cup of coffee or a drink of some kind, either in like the morning or the evening glow, looking out, and I think you can sort of like take away the forest, and if you took it away and stripped the trees back to a time when this really was looking out over the trees, what would you be looking at? And you know it's sort of in the direction of Embers Hollow, but I don't even think it's that. I think it's just the idea of like looking out beyond. Like you would be looking out into Erith, into a continent. And who or what is Andy imagining? Is Andy sort of like picturing this person? Who is Andy? Who does this person like look like to Andy?
I think the image that materializes as I'm like, this is a person who stood at the window and like surveyed the land. I think the image that materializes in Andy's mind is a humanized, like a personified version of an illustration. in like an old storybook that my dad would read to me when he told me about my name. And I think the person I see looking out over the continent of Erith like a king is Andwise the Great.
The last great monarch of Erith. So Andy, you're having that like sweet little moment, and we're gonna come back down to you three.
Can I read it?
Maniacally staring at this paper.
Yarrow will.
Yarrow and Henry have
Drop dead.
lost.
We've lost the plot. Well, except we are
You're
plot
so-
hounds.
No, let's
Child in
We are
Clary.
plot hounds.
Clary got a 15 here.
So Clary.
And yet Clary rolled the
Yeah,
highest.
so Clary, you rolled the
I'm
highest, and I
practicing.
think it's actually somewhat fitting here because the two of you guys are so
I'm only
focused.
one under.
But like you're staring at the paper, and I think that you come to
Yeah,
the
but the
conclusion
DC was a
too.
15.
Yeah.
But Clary,
already.
I think as you're looking at this, it's like you see your two friends like hunching over this fire,
trying
and like
too
it's
hard.
casting this like shadow up as like it's coming up through the paper. And I think you guys are like looking down at the paper and you're seeing this, and it looks a little bit clearer to you that like these letters are familiar, but the orders seem weird. Something about this seems off.
It is in.
And I think that Clary, you sort of like, you do what you, this whole time, like, this isn't really you. You know, all these puzzling things, so you're the nature person.
Mhm.
And I think that you just, like, you follow the shadows up. And,
I did a good thing with the light.
you, like, follow the shadows up, and this is where I have to, like, really think how this works. Because it does, you still can't really, like, read it. But I think it becomes a little clearer.
No, but
what's
we should go
going
hold it
on.
up in front of the mirror.
I think
It's backwards,
I think it's
backwards,
a little bit
backwards.
clearer what's going on.
The mirror mattered!
As you look up, and you can see that no, that is a word. It's just backwards.
And I say, that's backwards.
I am instantly up and
I
stepping
am
to
like
the mirror.
running. I am
that
like inches behind.
Is where we are going to end this episode
Yes!
of optional class, The Hallowed Dark, Act 1.
God.
See you next time.
See, no, it was the mirror.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Guys, we figured stuff out!